Okay, I can still feel that Chivas Regal. That's quite the warmer, man. The warmth is still sticking around. It's a couple minutes later, and I still feel it in my chest. So that's quite the experience. Next one is 40 Creek, and this is a premium barrel select whiskey from Canada. Also 40% ABV. I got this from my brother. He's had it for about a year now, and he never got around to drinking it. He gets these wild notions sometimes that he wants to try whiskey, and then he picks one up and he never drinks it, or he drinks it and gets disgusted with it, and suddenly I have whiskey on my hands. So they actually give a description on this one, so I don't really have to do any internet research. 40 Creek barrel select whiskey is distilled in small batches in our traditional copper pot still and patiently aged in white oak barrels. Careful selection of light, medium, and heavy char barrels create a richness and toasted earthiness in the spirit, where aromas of honey, vanilla, and apricot fused with toasty oak, black walnut, and spice. Wow, sounds really good. So let's see if I can detect any of that with my very amateur, noobish whiskey palate. Okay, we're back. This one is noticeably darker than the Chivas Regal. Much more of a, almost bordering on brown, sort of a brownish amber kind of color, like butterscotch, or well, golden, a dark golden amber, I guess is what you'd say it is. Sort of like butterscotch kind of thing. Whereas the Chivas Regal more looked like a honey sort of color. So we'll go right to the aroma here. Ooh, noticeably different than the Chivas Regal. Definitely not as sweet right off the bat. I can tell it's not as sweet. Much more, definitely it does have more of a toasted, woody kind of character to it than the Chivas Regal did. And it's a bit harsher, but it doesn't have the sweet notes that the Chivas Regal had. It's not as pronounced. Oh, and I do get a lot more vanilla on the end of this one, but not an overly sweet, cloying kind of vanilla smell, which I should have mentioned. The Chivas Regal, it almost approached sort of a cloying kind of quality, but that's actually pretty nice. You take a long enough draw on it, and it comes out smelling almost like pure vanilla, almost. Yeah, that's not too bad. So I'm eager to taste this one, so we'll get right into it. Wow, that's smooth. Holy crap. The Chivas Regal kind of, this has more in common with that Goodenhams that I had there before. Unlike the Chivas Regal, this one, it goes down incredibly smooth. There is no tickling of my gag reflex at all. It's not quite as warming going down. But man, I think that is probably the smoothest whiskey I've ever had so far. Yeah, wow. This is one I could actually drink a couple glasses of this in a night. That's nice. This is actually something I'd probably really would have enjoyed back in the day when I was still a teenager, in my early 20s, etc., where me and my buddies could actually go through a bottle of whiskey in a night, go around drinking in the woods. This would be the kind of stuff I would have wanted back then, because it's not harsh at all. As you're drinking it, there's this full kind of woody vanilla kind of mixture, both in the aroma and in the taste. Walnuts, I can't really say. I haven't had a walnut in forever, so. But it does have I seem to recall walnuts being quite dry. And it does have sort of a woody dryness like that. I don't know if that's the walnut notes coming out or what. Damn. This one gradually warms. It's not overly sweet or anything in the mouth. That's really good. That is actually really, really good. So I'd have to say I actually like that better than the Chivas Regal. I don't know, like I said before, I'm quite the amateur with whiskey, so I don't know, maybe I'm enjoying notes in a whiskey that I shouldn't be properly. Like, I don't know, perhaps Chivas Regal is much more complex to the palate. Perhaps it's more of a whiskey drinker's whiskey. But for me, this one, I enjoy it personally a lot better. It's much more smoother going down. The flavors are less cloying. Very, very sort of woody vanilla. Very nice, kind of smoky. Yeah, I'd have to give thumbs up to this one. I like this one better than the Chivas Regal.